Captain, we have a proximity alert with the planet Geekery. We are approaching collision.
Quicks, get somebody on the comms. Enter in the security code.
257.
Security code accepted.
Hey guys, welcome to Comm Talk, the very first episode of Comm Talk, which is an extension of Geek Devotions. This is something that we did partly because the filming process is real intuitive and there's a lot of things we got to do, and we just don't have time to do all the stuff that we want to do and do it well. And so we thought we'd try this audio setup. And so those of you watching this on YouTube, we might be trying to push this to Podbean and to some sort of podcasting system.
Some sort of podcast thing.
Right. So, guys, we're really excited to have you guys here. I'm Dallas, and this is
Celeste.
And again, we're just really excited to have you guys with us.
All right. So we're going to get to talking. Today is the day that we are recording this. It is Free Comic Book Day.
Yes!
So we're going to go over our haul with you. We just went to Excalibur Comics here in Shreveport. It's on East 70th Street. You should check them out. We got some cool people over there.
Yeah, actually, it's 802 East 70th Street, Shreveport, Louisiana. And phone number is 318-868-4389. I know this because it's on the back of all of our comic books, apparently.
That's handy. Didn't see that. Okay, so I got quite a few, and the way Dallas and I always approach Free Comic Book Day is we try to get things that we both will enjoy. But, I mean, there's always the one or two things that it's like, that's okay, whatever, you get that, I'm going to get this. So, but here is my haul. So, there was an all-new Guardians of the Galaxy plus The Defenders. So, I'm intrigued by this. I've never read the Guardians of the Galaxy, but I thoroughly enjoyed the movie, so I'm probably going to be getting into that book and then getting into it on Marvel Unlimited. I also got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because it is awesome, and who does not love the Turtles? I'm kind of interested because it looks like it's the Nickelodeon version, but then they've grunged it up some.
Yeah.
Like,
it's almost like a mashup of the original Ninja Turtles from the 80s.
Yeah.
But not the cartoon, but the comic book. The ones that we have here. And then the Nickelodeon ones.
Yes, and they just look so little.
They do.
the baby turtles. So the baby turtles fighting the big bad men. Also got a Star Trek, Next Generation. It's called Mirror Broken, and this kind of intrigues me because for those of you who don't know, I have been going through the Star Trek series in order. My dad and I went through the original series in order of star date, and then we watched the movies because he figured that out.
Right.
So we watched it in chronological order. So I'm now watching Star Trek Next Generation, and once I finish that and finish all the movies, I will move on to the next series. But because I'm in the midst of Next Generation right now, it caught my eye.
Right.
I'm intrigued by the front because it looks like Data is part of the Borg.
Wow.
And I just met the Borg a couple weeks ago, and holy crap. But then Picard looks like
he looks kind of like into the Badlands, like his sleeves are ripped off, and it looks like he's like, this is not the Picard. You never really mess with Picard, but this looks like I will cut you, Picard.
This looks like Picard has put his tea down. Like, beforehand, the normal Picard, it's like he's sipping his Earl Grey hot while he's blasting you into the next generation. But right now, it looks kind of like Picard and a Klingon morphed.
Right. Something.
So I'm highly intrigued by that one. Also got a Buffy the High School Years book because I am also going through Buffy. I'm taking that one much, much slower because of the nature of it. I have to break it up with things that are lighter because it's kind of dark humor.
This looks real dark. Like, what's the whole title of that? Buffy what?
Buffy the High School Years. So it's going to be more about like the original
I wonder if this
first
is
3 years of the show.
I'm wondering, and because nobody remembers this, there was actually a Buffy the movie, Vampire Slayer the movie.
You think it's going to be off of that?
I think it looks like maybe a combination of the two, but it was horrible. But it was so bad, it's one of those things you have to watch. I remember watching as a kid.
Well, and I'm intrigued by it because in where I am in the series, she's already in college.
Mm-hmm.
So, anything that happens in this, I've already seen, so I won't be breaking my continuity. But it's interesting to me the way it's drawn because it looks like it's going to be the much lighter side of the humor.
Almost kind of a like Sabrina the Teenage Witch comic book from the 90s.
That's very much what it looks like. So, like, you have the vampire, and he looks all icky, but, well, he does. He looks icky. But it's like, it's almost kind of like Buffy meets Sailor Moon.
Right. Okay, cool.
So I'm excited about that. And then the last one that I got for me, specifically, I have been playing through The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess for the first time. I've never played a Zelda game before, other than the Game Boy version on my phone, and that sucked, and I hated it. I couldn't figure it out. There was no instruction. So, decided to give it a try with Twilight Princess, because I'd heard it was good. And no, it goes this way.
It's a manga.
Yes, that's actually what I was about to say. I appreciate this because the way they've done it, it's actual, like, the book is actual, like, paper, and then it's not flipped. So they've done it, for those of you who don't know, when you have a manga come to America, they flip it so that you read it left to right. Well, in Japan, they read right to left. So if you get a manga that's not flipped, you're reading it how it was originally drawn.
Now, to be fair, this has become more popular for them to make it non-flipped here state-wise. It's quick. You can get stuff here quicker because it's less work for them. But also, it's become less taboo. You know, back in the 80s and 90s, there was a real push for things that came from Japan to Americanize it as much as possible. So like with Voltron, like the reason why it was so choppy was because they cut out scenes of them eating food because they didn't think kids want to see them eating rice balls and stuff.
Which rice balls are yummy.
Word?
But I'm really interested in this because it's taken me about a total of 4 hours to get where I am, but I'm still in the beginning of the game. So I may hold off on reading this until I finish the game.
Right.
But, because I just lost the game.
Oh no, we lost the game. That's another episode.
Yes. But, so I'm really intrigued by this.
Right.
And apparently it's going to be a thing, and it also features, and I didn't see this until just now, it also features an excerpt from Legends of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Ocarina of Time.
Which was fantastic.
Okay, so it features some comic from that, because apparently there's going to be a book.
Sweet.
Like, the Ocarina of Time is going to become a comic book.
Right. Sweet. I dig it.
So that is my haul. Right. Dallas, what are you talking about? What did you do?
Well, I got myself a couple things. I'm going to do this one first. I got Lionforge Catalyst Prime, the event, and I'm really excited about this. I love the idea of comic book companies outside the big two, Marvel and DC, coming out and doing their own thing, and it looks really interesting. It looks real fascinating. So it looks kind of like this is like their what do you call it? Oh, my brain's not functioning. Like, this is their superhero line. And,
okay. Do they not normally do superheroes?
Well, this is brand new. So,
oh, okay.
Yeah. So they're going to do a lot of stuff with this. But it looks like, I'm kind of flipping through it. Again, I have not looked at this at all. And it looks kind of like, it's like little shorts of each of several of their books. So...
Okay, so like a teaser.
Right, but it's like this is like an entirely different universe. This is its own thing. So it's like, I think it's trying to wrap all their side books into one. So pretty excited about that. I also got, I'll lay that for last. I got my own manga. I got Dragon Ball Super. Those of you guys know me, I'm a big anime manga fan.
Yes.
And grew up on Dragon Ball. And super excited about Dragon Ball Super. Haven't had a chance to read it or watch it yet. I hear it's great. I hear it's fantastic. They ignore the events of Dragon Ball GT, is what I've been told, and which everyone said thank you. And Akira Toriyama said, "I'm so sorry."
I feel bad for GT though. Like, everybody hates it. It's like, oh.
I feel like you gotta approach it as not like it's. kind of like how we have these alternate realities in our comics.
Oh, yeah,
like you have the ultimate
like
universe.
An Elseworld.
Yeah, like an Elseworld. You kind of got to treat it like that. It's like Dragon Ball Evolution, which everyone agreed was a horrible Dragon Ball movie. Wasn't necessarily a bad movie. I mean, it wasn't a like movie of the year, but it was like I could enjoy it if I wanted a quick martial arts fantasy. I'm bored. It's not a bad film, but it's not a Dragon Ball film.
Right. So it wouldn't be bad for me to watch because I'm not really into Dragon Ball.
Right.
I appreciate Dragon Ball.
I mean, there's elements to it that are like, okay, sweet, but it's not the greatest.
Is that an alligator on the front, or is that
That's a dragon.
That's awesome, but why does his head look like an alligator?
We'll get into that later.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a manga. It's not flipped. It's pretty cool. But also there's a preview of Boruto, which is Naruto Next Generation. So it's kind of like, because they're ending Naruto.
Yes.
I just found out they're ending it.
After how many years?
I don't even know. Several
Like,
years.
I want to start Naruto, but that's an undertaking.
It's an undertaking.
That's after I finished all of the Star Trek stuff undertaking. 'Cause
Right.
then I might have time.
Word. So, but yeah, so this is, I'm excited about this, reading this. Again, it's by Shonen Jump and Viz Media, which have been, they've kind of been the people who have really kept it in the forefront of people's minds, manga. And then I got two more things, actually. I have Secret Empire. This is it's a Free Comic Book Day special, and it leads up to the events of the actual Secret Empire event, which is, those of you who haven't been following, Captain America has
Lost his mind.
Words like something has happened, and he has actually been an agent of Hydra all this time, like completely.
I'm not buying it.
So this is where he's coming out as agent of Hydra. So I'm super excited to read this. I hear great things about this whole event. Like, a lot of people are really excited about Secret Empire. In fact, our friends at Comm Talk 616 are selling a T-shirt to help raise funds for them to go to a con. And it's the Hydra symbol, but it has their Comm Talk logo on it. And it's kind of to promote the whole Secret Empire event.
Yeah.
Also, at the back end of this, though, is a preview for the new Spectacular Spider-Man coming out.
Yes.
It's Peter Parker back in action as Spider-Man.
Which apparently he had hung up his spandex for a little bit.
So there's a lot of things that took place. So I'm excited to see what happens here.
Is Thor old?
Thor? That wasn't Thor.
It said Thor at the top. There was an advertisement in the book.
Oh, we'll go back to
for
it.
something else.
Where'd
it go? Where'd it go?
I don't know. I didn't see a Thor advertisement like at all.
There.
Oh, there you go.
That's Thor.
No, unworthy Thor. He's not old. Yeah.
He's just unworthy.
Right.
We're unworthy.
Word. Now there was one thing. In this was an advertisement for where'd it go?
Pirates.
Yeah, Pirates. No, Secret Empire Prelude. So though, if you haven't been keeping up with what's been happening with Captain America and him being an agent of Hydra, there is a trade paperback called Secret Empire Prelude. It's on sale now. I'm sure Excalibur has it wherever you're at. It collects Captain America issues 21 through 25, Captain America Sam Wilson 7 and 8, Assault on Pleasant Hill Alpha and Omega, and then Captain America Steve Rogers 1 and 2. That's a lot of vocabulary to say. It basically sums up the story for you so you understand what's happening. So the last thing we have, super excited about it, is R2 Me Too, a sideshow exhibit catalog celebrating the R2 astromech unit.
Huh.
And it's a...
That what they're calling R2D2, an astromech unit?
I'm not really sure what it is, but what's cool about it is...
Oh my god, that's so adorable.
It's kind of like a...
It's Oscar!
It is. But it's kind of like a coffee table book.
Yeah, it's a coffee table book.
And it sits there and there's pictures of people taking R2D2 and they have created their own versions of him and kind of keep the same thing but moving forward with
creepy.
Some really neat alternative versions of him. Like just kind of flipping through here. Let's find one.
Obviously, there was one where it was Oscar the Grouch.
Right. There's one that was like the AT-AT, but it's AT-D2. So like they took the AT-AT and they combined them with R2D2, and then there was a watermelon R2D2. They call it USDA robotic.
What?
And so this is really, they even got the. If you guys remember from the Star Wars movies when Han Solo got frozen carbonite. There's a carbonite version of R2-D2.
That is so cool. So yeah, that one's probably going on our. We've recently gotten an ottoman that I'm treating as our coffee table, so it's probably going to be included in our decoration.
Right. But there's a lot of cool things.
Wilson.
Yeah, they did one that's like a castaway. They call it Castawobot. And
that's cool.
This is pretty neat. I'm looking forward to look through this type of thing.
Yes,
I like seeing people take things that are already established and playing with them. Not in a dishonoring way. And these are all to bring honor to the R2-D2 aspect, but this is our take on it. Let's have fun with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think that's everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Not bad. Hope you guys enjoyed this week's episode of Comm Talk. We're going to try to make this a little more regular, and we're going to have some guests on.
Yeah. So including, and I'm going to say this because he already agreed, we're going to be including my dad and stuff.
Yeah.
And like my dad is like the encyclopedia of geek. Like, bless him, he knows everything geeky. Almost. Like, there's still some stuff that like we know that he's like, oh, I didn't know that.
Right.
And it kind of frustrates him. But so you will get to hear from my dad.
Word. Also, we have so we have a lot of plans in the fire. We got a guy coming in at the end of the month who he may be doing this, he may not. I know I'm going to try to get him to do an episode of Geek Devotions. So, but guys, we don't want to make this any much longer. We hope you guys appreciate this episode. Celeste, where can people find us?
You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Geek Devotions. And also, obviously, on YouTube. If you are not watching our YouTube, it is youtube.com/Geek Devotions.
Absolutely. And also, just recently, we were trying out VidMe.
Yes.
We're not leaving YouTube. We're just expanding the horizons to reach more people. And so check us out on VidMe. It's vid.me/Geek Devotions. Help us reach 50 subscribers to that so that we can be verified.
Woo!
So, well, I think that's all.
We can be real internet people.
We're real internet people. Alright guys, well, we hope you have a fantastic day. Remember that we love you.
Stay devoted.
Peace and love.